Welcome to another edition of the We-On-Loc Nation channel. I should be live with you in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hello, welcome to the We-On-Loc Nation channel. Around what time approximately? We are live right now. Thank you for stopping in. Um, I will admit, I'm gonna admit something. This situation and other situations have completely torn Black people apart. First, it's this tribalism shit. Then it's this whole I didn't think that this Karmelo situation would tear us apart further. I don't understand it. I don't get it. My stance is my stance, but other people are looking into. Whew, I had a good workout. other people of our ilk are looking into just completely giving up. Is it, well, he's guilty, let's just move on. No, it ain't no moving on. I don't plan on moving on from this. I don't plan on moving on from my stance ever. It is that, and it is what's it going to be. Now, you can follow the lineage of evil all you want, but the fact of the matter is, you don't see what I see morally. I go back to when the boy was just sitting on the bench. That's it. That should be entailed. And all of you coons that keep saying, "Well, why am I such a coon? Why am I such a coon? I'm just holding the Black people accountable." No, you're trying to get a seat at the table by calling us out. We don't, quite frankly, we don't have the financial, the economic, we don't have the economic stance. We don't have anything to hold anyone accountable. So why are you trying so hard to climb up that tree? Why are you trying so hard as a Black person, so-called Black, trying to point out to the white folks that we are the ones that are irresponsible, so I'm going to hold this person accountable? You don't do that. You don't fucking do that. That's some traitorous ass shit to me. But nevertheless, you're going to do what you're going to do to say, I'm not the bad person here. I'm going to point him out. That's just William O'Neill shit. That is some William O'Neill shit. I can't stand that. I can't stand traitors. And I definitely can't stand how people would just elevate themselves to belong to people who don't give a fuck about you. But nevertheless, it is what it is. Another boy going in for murder. A baby who got unalived by the police. A boy was shot in the back. A 14-year-old kid was shot in the back. It's just crazy. It is really crazy. But I have a solution to all of these problems for the people who want to dedicate themselves to the lineage of evil. First off, I would just like to say before I start, Rest in peace to that infant baby who was in the back seat of that car when the police rolled up and just put bullet holes into the front, the side, the front, and where the baby was in the back. That nearly killed my soul when that happened. So rest in peace to little man. Rest in peace to Cyrus. The father's still a piece of shit. Rick Chow should be deported, and that's all I'm gonna say on that. I'm gonna review the rest of the uh, the Carmelo Anthony case. There was a couple of things that, and want to give a shout out to Lakeisha for sticking on real business, right? So here we go. And like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Oh, and by the way, Carmelo Anthony just got a new illegal team. I'll go over that in a little bit. As a matter of fact, I can go through all that right now, real quick. I can go through all that right now, real quick. So, Carmelo Anthony, of course, hires new illegal team ahead to expect appeal of murder conviction. Um, new team of lawyers announced on Monday that it will take over Carmelo Anthony's case. Point number two, the team, including several Dallas-based attorneys, including Russell Wilson II, will lead the team. Oh, good Lord. Damn. Anthony appealed his conviction shortly after the Collin County jury found him guilty of murder 17-year-old boy Austin Metcalf in Frisco track meet in 2025. So the people who will be leading this charge, I think I can blow it up. Let me see if I can blow up. Okay. I don't think I can make it any bigger. Let me see. Nah, wait, I got the names. Russell Wilson II, Gary Bledsoe, Michael L. Ware, Brooke Clues, Sean. These have got some weird ass names. Justin Moore. Justin Moore is a lawyer focused on criminal defense, post conviction advocate or adversary or whatever to complete friction. I think. Let me see if I can blow that up. Ah. Complex, blah 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 blah. His work includes state and federal elemency matters, um, av- advocacy related to pardon of Marcus Garvey and Larry Hoover's elemency, and informant or whatever that word is, in effort to overturn Crystal, is that Crystal Mathers? No, Crystal Mason. I blew it up any further. Let me read that again. How the elevate overturn Crystal Mason's voter fraud conviction. He has presented clients in the high-profile criminal and civil rights matter, including securing is as acquiring of a teenager charged with falsely accused in capital murder. So that would be Justin Moore. Let me see if I can go back. Russell Wilson II is a Dallas trial and uh, appellate attorney who has been board certified in criminal law since 2003 and licensed in the state of Texas since 1995. His 2011 was selected to direct the Dallas County District Attorney's Conviction Integrity Unit, described at its finding as the first of its kind in the nation, and has argued state and federal cases at both trials and appellate, there go that stupid word again, levels over a career span 3 decades. His lead his leads of law his lead wait he leads excuse me I'm so sorry he leads the law office of Russell Wilson II. And I was right about Gary L. Bledsoe. Gary L. Bledsoe serves as a president of the Texas NAACP since 1991 and is a member of the NAACP National Board of Directors since 2023. Mike Ware is base certified criminal since 1990. 4 decades of trial and appellate experience in state and federal court. He found the first conviction integrity in damn it this is called integrity unit in United States while serving in the Dallas County District Attorney's Office 2007-2011. He is a 2-time Percy Foreman Criminal Defense Lawyer of the Year 2014 to 2020. And then of course you have Brooks Clue. I don't even want to get into all that. And then you got a woman I believe named Sean Dara. So you have over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 attorneys for this boy. Let me see if I can go up. No, I thought they had more. Okay, what is it? Well, we all know he's sharing an attorney, so. Yeah, you're right. I should. So correct yourself in the corner for about 5 minutes. People act like you.
The lineage of evil.
People act like you don't need no help. A lot of people need help. I ain't got time for the bullshit. Yeah, I already knew the appeal was next. I already knew the appeals, but I wanted to know who was representing him. Now you have black lawyers representing this. I don't know why that didn't happen in the first place. I need to question the parents on that. But now that he has black lawyers, and I say it's kind of too late, but we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. So let's get into, and Lisa, my dear, I'm going to send in the link, and let's have a conversation. Free Karmelo. Free Karmelo. To be quite honest with you, I'm just exhausted. I was just outside working out, playing with my son, doing things that fathers should do, is play with their kids. And then I don't know why this is working me so hard. I just hate for another young brother to actually go to prison for nothing. And he's going to prison for absolutely positively nothing. And and of course you got these coons that come out of absolutely fucking nowhere. And all of a sudden you wonder why they say, well, why am I cool? Why am I this? Why am I that? Like, don't worry about it. Just go on the island with the rest of the folk. Just go on the island with the rest of the folk. You want to so bad convince white folks that we aren't as evil as you think. So you are willing to sacrifice one of ours for a little crumb or some credentials or some stupid shit like that. Like I said, William O'Neill type motherfuckers. But anyway, let me continue on here. We reviewed this earlier, but there was another element to what transpired, and I want to get through that. And like I said,
remember the video is not clear.
Shouts out to Keisha. I'll send her a cash app for that. Shouts out to Keisha for reviewing this and coming out with more facts.
You know, we can see what's going on, but it's kind of hard for me. I don't know what they can see. It's hard for me to make out who is who. And I believe that's why they gave this video like this, for that particular purpose. But, you know, these people think we stupid like them. When has Black folks ever been stupid? We ain't never been stupid. Give us anything and we will figure it out. You'd have been better off not giving a video. Whatever they would have did to this video, we would have still figured it out. So I'm not sure what they thought. I really don't think what they were expecting by giving us this edited ass video as if we were stupid and we would not be able to put two and two together.
Yes. And that happened, and because I have another speculation about that too, because the boy had went back to the trash can as the coach and Karmelo was walking. Y'all read that too? Okay, I got you. Okay, let me try to find it really quick because I did. Okay, it has to be right here. Okay, this is, so that the first one was 222 to 227.
Yeah,
this is, okay, quick, boom, right here.
Real quick, y'all, they were fighting so hard that they didn't realize Melo gone.
Right, off of adrenaline. So 423, pay attention to this boy right here. You see how he kind of moonwalks back? Now, Karmelo and Coach, he sees that they're out of frame. He picks up that fallen trash can, digs in the trash can, goes back to where he was standing, and then puts something in his pockets.
Now watch how quick he disappears. Watch. Yeah, watch him. Watch him. You'll see. He's going to start dipping. Watch.
He's going to go from all the way over there to all the way down here, out of frame.
He's going to start walking quick.
Right there, right there.
There he goes. He knew they were not looking at him, so that's when he took off, Chris.
So, Alessi, go back.
Okay. To where he was digging in the trash can? Okay.
Keep playing. So, Watch when they walk Melo through. Watch the other guy running behind Melo and Coach. Now, when they going back to the right, when they going back.
Okay, keep watching because it might be after he dug in the trash can then.
It is. I seen it. Chris is making a copy, I think.
Okay. So that's the boy that dug in the trash can.
So you see what it is here right there?
He's
holding
paying
somebody back.
So that was to be said that EP was right here. Some girl said that, but I wanted to show dialogue, or no, not yet.
I want you to do that.
All right, give me a second. I was trying to show you guys another. I'm going to show you another one because I have another one that's obviously it's not narrated, but I like that one because she kind of walked us through it. But I want to show y'all something else because I have different ones that I've gotten from different, different sites or whatever. All right, let me see if I can. All right, wait a minute. Give me a second.
So, hold on.
What is this one called? Okay.
I know.
Karmelo jumped. Okay, let me get that
Poor
one.
quality. I know.
All right, let's give
But
me a
you
second.
do what you gotta do. You gotta do what you gotta do. That's why there was so much editing.
I want you guys to see this one.
That's why there was just so much editing to the actual video, but that's not even the whole video. They could have charged him with involuntary manslaughter, but he still would have to change he still have a chance at productive future. He shouldn't be in there at all. He should not be in there at all. I mean, that's just my take on it. Anyone can file a complaint. I know, right? I mean, anybody can say self-defense, right? Nowadays. Just like that guy that shot up a family unit. I forgot what city that was. He went in there, started shooting up, putting on Kevlar, shooting up in the air and calling calling a black family out. That was just doing nothing but just having fun. But we're just gonna forget that racism doesn't exist. We're just gonna forget. Racism don't even matter. Of course. I get it. The police could have cleaned up the video, but that would defeat the purpose absolutely. So if that wouldn't work, why didn't his lawyer just have him take the stand? Why didn't they have Hunter take the stand? If he wanted to prove beyond shadow of a doubt that Karmelo did these things. And in the defense, if I was a defense lawyer, I'm going to ask him, what did you do with the bag? I didn't see Karmelo with the bag when he dipped. So where was the bag?
Now in this one. Now look at this one. This is the one that I was like, this one really helped me right here because they pretty much put a circle right there and you can see that joker rocking. Now this really only shows that they definitely was fighting. Like whoever did this one, they concentrated on that area. And
wait a minute. How did the boy on the, I want to say the left, how did he turn around so fast? That's because it was edited. This is an edited video.
Yeah, same video. Karmelo lead, and there it goes. So you see what I'm saying? It's the same.
But I wanted to show dialogue, or no, not yet.
What?
Leave from underneath the tent, and there's still a scuffle under here. Pay attention. It looks like Hunter pushed Austin, or Another boy pushed Hunter into Austin, and then Austin then tumbles down, kicking this girl on the way down. The girl in the yellow poncho gets kicked. So I'm gonna play it for you. Yes, right here, boom. So now take your eyes off of Karmelo. Underneath that tent, they're still tussling. I don't know if you missed it. It was very quick.
Yep.
Yeah, tell him Melo's already dipped up a couple steps.
See? And then it looks like Austin and the girl in the yellow poncho fell. He's long gone.
Can you zoom in more under the tent to show them where Melo steps up before they go pushing each other?
Yes, I got you.
I'm trying to talk while you're doing this. I'm just asking.
Oh, no, you're fine. I'm sorry. I keep pressing the pause button. Okay, here we go. Is this 222? Okay, 221, right here.
This is something that the defensive attorney could have used.
How many steps he's up?
He's already gone, and they're still fighting.
And they were still tussling underneath this tent while he's been
up
gone.
Steps. He went up 5 steps, y'all.
No, what y'all are not getting is like he wasn't jumped. This is not the whole. I just said this is not the entire video. This was edited. This was supposed to be what, 15 minutes? Play the whole 15-minute clip. They're not convinced because the jury wanted just to play a little snippet of it and then judge based on that.
Oh!
So he leaves, he runs.
Yes, and that happened, and because I have another speculation about that too, because the boy had went back to the trash can as the coach and Karmelo was walking. Y'all want me to play that too? Okay, I got you. Okay, let me try to find it really quick because I did. Okay, it has to be right here.
White boy.
Okay, this is.
Go somewhere.
So the first one was 222 to 227.
Go somewhere.
Yep.
This is okay. Boom, right here.
Real quick, y'all. They were fighting so hard that they didn't realize Melo gone.
Right, off of adrenaline. So 423. Pay attention to this boy right here. You see how he.
That's what happened. Yeah, you're right. If you're sitting there, if you're literally sitting there with a white boy talking to you and another white boy getting physical with you, and your twins, I might add, isn't the other twin going to get physical? It's not just going to be that guy. It wasn't a one-on-one situation. Never that. Hold on, Britt or Lisa. I agree, but that would have been better. That would have been better than 35 years. I wouldn't want him there at all. I would not want him there at all. But let me see. God, this is exhausting dealing with just people, just ignorance.
Whole history that I refuse to ignore. And if you in my presence.
Oh, good Lord Jesus. I'll deal with you another day. I will deal with you another day. Let's see.
Finally, y'all, a witness came out and made a statement in the Karmelo Anthony case, and I have to let y'all hear this because this is the piece I have been missing that I have been waiting for the witnesses, for the students around the situation to see what happened, and this is what he had to say.
Trying to get back to their cars or
this is the witness.
Get in, places where they, wouldn't get all extra wet. Dude was sitting up under the tent, right? He was on his phone, right? My daughters was up under the same goddamn tent. Yeah.
He's talking about Karmelo.
I'm paying attention to my kids, but at the same time, they're in the same vicinity, so I'm watching everything going on around it because I'm there for my children. So Dude walks up, McKellen, bro. He wasn't even under the tent at the time. They came from a whole separate tent.
He's talking about the twins.
They intentionally went over there to this kid, man. Dude was sitting on his phone, just trying to get dry.
Karmelo was on his phone.
They went from another. They grabbed this man.
Grabbed him.
They tried to punch on dude. He went to try to jump this dude and punch on this dude, man, and he protected himself.
This man does not know Karmelo.
It was both of them, bro. Austin, the dude that got unalive, and his brother, we went over there to intentionally. He had to be. It's not the point.
Finally, y'all, a witness came.
Okay, so that's one. So that's one witness, right? Let's go to a white woman, just to be fair, just to equal it out a little bit.
She heard Karmelo say, if you wanted me to move, you'd have to move me. So she heard something from 5 feet away that no one that was standing right there heard. After the stabbing, she says, quote, I just heard his brother trying to find help for him. She doesn't think this case has anything to do with race, and she doesn't think it was self-defense. The last witness of the day is from Frisco Memorial High School. He's a friend and teammate, or was a friend and teammate of Austin's. He said he saw the Metcalfs warming up on the day of the stabbing. I'm confused by that because there's video of the Metcalfs arriving. They go into the stadium. They go straight to the tent. Within just a few minutes, the stabbing takes place and Austin dies. So I'm not sure where the Metcalfs were warming up, but he says he saw that. He says he previously did not know Karmelo Anthony. He saw Anthony walk up, and this is a great quote. He says, quote, he dabbed somebody up. I believe it was Eddie. Now, I know a white lady, but I think what that means is he came into the tent to talk to somebody, and we believe it was Edwin Parra, right? That's what I'm translating. And that was somebody that Karmelo knew, and he sat down with him under the tent. Quote, it was nice at first. Karmelo seemed really friendly and relaxed when he first sat down. Then things started to heat up from there. Quote, Austin was basically telling him he can't be under the tent. He said he heard Karmelo say, quote, touch me and see what happens. And that's when Austin stepped toward him. Now, he testified that Karmelo had his hand in his backpack, and he said, which he found to be unusual and concerning. He said the vein in his arm, meaning Karmelo, his arm, the vein was visible like he was grabbing something. So he's in his bag and he's gripping, and the vein is showing in his arm. So he was pretty close. Quote, Austin went to touch him on the shoulder, kind of moving him, and then Karmelo stabbed him. So this one is close enough to see a vein in the arm. He's not close enough to hear Austin say he doesn't want to fight at a track meet, and he's not close enough to see Austin fall backwards and then get back up and then lift up his shirt and tell everybody he's been stabbed. This one also says, I was in disbelief because Austin was a bigger guy and he had tried to be nice about it. Now on cross-examination, they get him to say when he says Austin was a bigger guy, he was bigger by 50 pounds. She heard Karmelo say, if you wanted me to move, you'd have to move me. So she heard something from...
Okay. Now that was fair, even though that was confusing and there were different stories to that, but whatever. And the vein. What a reach. So let's go to the next. Shall we? Oh, my personal favorite. Let's see here. Wait, not Eddie Perez. No. Is it that speaks on Eddie and Perez home? Really?
So I'm telling Karmelo Anthony's mom and dad, tell Karmelo he cannot communicate with his girlfriend because the witness who stood on the side of the twins' loom, he did not stand up for Karmelo on that bench. He stood up for the white twins. He lied under oath and said him and Karmelo were not friends. And then the defense attorney cross-examined him and said, you've been in his house? Yeah. Y'all done played sports together. Y'all done went on dates together. Y'all done want. He tried to say So I'm telling Karmelo Anthony's mom and dad, tell Karmelo he cannot communicate with his girlfriend because the witness who stood on the side of the twins' loom, he did not stand up for Karmelo on that bench. He stood up for the white twins.
Oh. I don't care if he stabbed him or if he shot him in the neck. Don't put your hands on me. It's as simple as that. Do not put your hands on. That's what I wanted to look for. That's what I wanted to look for.
It took a long time for me to find this video in full because it was a live stream. I was trying to figure out if these were real people or hired actors to state what they stated when they claimed that they saw the video. There's a conflicting story going on here.
So you actually seen the video with your own 2 eyes? Yeah. Are you able to elaborate on it? Yeah. Okay, come on then. Okay.
On the video, you can see those 4 that actually was involved, and maybe about 3 or 4 others that was with them.
Now, I feel as though this is important because based off of what they claimed that they saw in the video, they were able to see the video. Based off of what they claimed that they saw in the video, there's a conflicting story going on here. Now, this is alarming. Now, that's not to say that Karmelo didn't do what he did. I'm not saying that at all, and neither are they. But they're explaining how, based off of what the video is displaying, is that he was acting in self-defense. So I'm getting ready to
Oh, I didn't know it did that.
play this now.
Austin Metcalf and Karmelo Anthony, and they're going to speak to that. They're going to speak to exactly what they saw when they introduced their public information request. And I think that you're not going to be surprised by what they saw, but we want to make sure that we get this information out to the public. So we'll start with T. Sturdy.
I don't even know why I'm listening to a dude thinking he's an idiot. Oh, what are we doing, people? Y'all gonna make me want to move out of here. Hi, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. Like, share, and subscribe. Let's hit the like button.
My name is actually Tony Sturdivant. Again, I was one of the ones that saw the video. It's kind of bewildering that it doesn't align with the testimony that was presented. What I saw in the video was actually more than 4 kids. There was 6 kids. There were actually 6 kids that walked up in the stadium. 2 splintered off. 4 went directly to Karmelo Anthony. And there was a brief conversation.
You're going to start over, sir.
Start over?
Yeah. Let's finish.
Yeah, so again, my name is Tony Sturdivant.
Whoa. He's instructing him like he's telling him, like he has to follow a script. The guy with the bow tie, keep your voice up. Like he's following the script. Now go ahead. Now start over. Giving him instructions. This is supposed to be a natural occurrence. You're not supposed to be guiding a person into how they're supposed to give their take at a so-called press conference. You're not supposed to be doing that, especially when you have a live mic.
Bruh, you reaching. He was fixing the brother was fixing the mic, and then the white guy came up and fixed his mic for him. Stop all that shit.
Is that the reason why we're only seeing clips of this? Interesting. See, this is the reason why I wanted to see the full video, and I have the full video.
Yeah. Let's finish. Keep your voice up.
Yeah, so again, my name is Tony Sturdivant. I was one of the individuals that put in a FOIA request to see the video. What I saw was starkly different from the testimony that I heard given in the trial. There were 6 kids that walked up, 2 splintered off. I guess that part of was introduced in the trial where they went to deflect the coach. The other 4 walked directly to Karmelo Anthony. There was a brief conversation, I'd say maybe 20, 30 seconds, and from there, a scuffle ensued. It didn't last long. Karmelo backed up the canopy. He looked one way, looked to the left, and flew down those bleachers. Now, this is the video that was presented to us. This is the question that I have, though. Why wasn't that video presented in court? And is it the true video? Because, again, it's starkly different from the testimony given in the trial. Carmelo Anthony flew down those bleachers, fell at the bottom of the bleachers, got up, took off. It was maybe 2 or 3 kids that you can see kind of give chase, but Carmelo was gone, so they weren't even going to put a finger on him and touch him. Again, there was a scuffle that ensued at the top of the bleachers, and Carmelo got it there. But I don't know why that was not brought up in court. I don't know why that was shown. I don't know if the ISD gave us a bogus ass video. I don't know, but that's what I saw.
Yeah, Metcalf is dead. Why? Because he didn't follow a rule, and that is, do not put your hands on me. Y'all still complaining, a boy's dead, a boy's dead. A boy wouldn't be dead if he would follow certain instructions. I don't know why this is that hard. I don't know why it's that hard. It's like the same thing as saying, leave me alone. Leave me the fuck alone. Leave me alone. Go get away from me. If I'm such a problem, go get an adult. I don't know why that's so hard for you. You people are so goddamn biased. It's not even funny anymore. Anybody who prevails himself to be an Indian does not. Okay, let's hear from a white lady. Since we're not all racist.
The media is intentionally doing dishonest reporting about what is going on in the trial of Karmelo Anthony. They're conveniently not going into the details and the inconsistencies in the witnesses' testimony, but luckily I was able to find somebody on Reddit who was actually detailing what each of the witnesses were testifying to. So allow me to paint you the picture of what I believe actually happened. I went through each of the witnesses' testimonies, and it's very clear that not everybody had a clear picture of what happened. So on the day of the stabbing, it started pouring down rain, which caused a delay in the track meet. Very common for athletes, and each of the schools seemingly brought their own tents and set them up so that people could sit underneath them. Carmelo's coach testified that they did not have a tent, that it was actually coming later with a second bus, and they didn't have enough students to justify bringing a tent at that moment, so they didn't have a place to shelter from the rain. Anthony apparently was friends with one of the kids from the tent. Several people saw he and Anthony dap up, greeting each other, and seemingly Karmelo Anthony, while he was in the tent, made some joke about y'all are ass, referring to their football team. The friend, who weirdly enough denied kind of how close his relationship was with Karmelo Anthony, said that it was a joke. And by the way, Karmelo Anthony is not only the captain of the track team, but he was also captain of the football team. His senior year had been cut short because he had an injury, a very severe one, and his shoulder was messed up. He had to wear a sling for part of the year. They also don't mention that Karmelo Anthony was already in the tent before the Metcalf twins entered it. It wasn't until the Metcalf twins came to the tent that they seemed to be the ones who had a problem with him being there. And it's pretty inconsistent across the 9 witnesses from the incident about where Austin's brother even was during this. Some said that he was right next to his brother. Some said that he was in the back of the tent. Some said that he was a couple bleachers down. Witness said that they heard Anthony say, "I'm a nobody," when students were asking why he was under their tent. And there doesn't seem to be any consistency on what the words Anthony was saying. And while they're trying to say that Anthony is the aggressor, the person that he was in there seeing literally thought it was funny, and he took out his phone and pretended to record it. I personally don't believe that. No teenager just pretends to record things, especially since one of the witnesses said that after the incident, students were passing around a phone and looking at Anthony's Instagram page, which doesn't make sense. You wouldn't just pass the phone around. You would just ask for the handle and you would go to his Instagram page. What I think they were passing around was the video. I think there was a video and they deleted it because it would have looked at Austin. I say that because this person that Anthony was talking to didn't step up and say to the guys, "Hey, he's with me, we're just hanging out talking." And Karmelo's lawyer had to show a bunch of photos of the two together hanging out. They even hang out 3 times in a 3-week period, so they knew each other pretty well. It's clear that Austin specifically did not want Anthony in the tent and was ganging up on him. I think they all were. Both Anthony and Metcalf were frustrated and escalated, according to one of the witnesses. And mind you, there is no policy that these kids can't be in each other's tent. And in fact, there are supposed to be coaches at every tent because it's a bunch of teenagers. teenagers have nothing to do. So where was the adults, in my opinion? And it didn't start out as a big deal because Austin Metcalf sat down on the bleacher in front of Anthony, which sounds honestly aggressive. He came in, he started antagonizing him, he sat down next to him, they started calling each other bitch. And nobody is consistent with the shoving part. Some say it was a small one-handed shove. Another has said, and I believe this is the true story, that there was minor pushing for a couple of minutes. That both Austin Metcalf and Karmelo Anthony were angry and aggressive. Several witnesses say that they didn't believe Anthony when he was
much love to you. Thank you for the sticker.
and Anthony were frustrated, and it escalated, and some called the shove a nudge. And one of the witnesses, turns out, told the cops that Anthony had told a joke and that Metcalf had pushed on Anthony in a lineman move, which is an inward and upward motion. Some of the witnesses said that both of the Metcalf brothers were ganging up on Anthony. And I think these kids have a very skewed perspective of what defending them was, because they said that Anthony said, "You're not going to move me, you're a bitch." The witness told the jurors Austin was defending us. That's not defending you. I think y'all went through a very traumatic effect, and you can't come to terms with the fact that I think your friend was the aggressor. But you can't say that he deserved it.
Getting assaulted doesn't mean killing? Interesting. So let me find six people, and we're just gonna stomp the mud hole out your ass. And let's see how it feels to get stomped out.
So obviously this guy has to be the perpetrator. It has to be his fault. It has to be a murder. Some of the kids were giving different statements to the police last year, right after it happened, like not mentioning the cursing. Another witness characterized Austin's putting his hands on Karmelo as a warning. The witnesses across the board all pretty much agreed that this lasted 4 to 6.
I have a question for you. I have a question for you people. Why are you here? Just a troll? Just to give your little false opinion? Why are y'all even here? Aren't y'all black fatigued? Why the fuck y'all even here? That is asinine to me. Why are you here? Go play with yourself. Go somewhere. Just go. Just go. If it's not one, it's going to be another person and another person and another person and another person. There are plenty of people who listen to both sides and not so objective. But then there are those who just don't have an opinion, just like to call names. Why are you here? I would like to know. I would like to know, why are you people here? Why are you people here? So, because this. Thank you for the gift. Thank you for the gift, Trinity. Thank you so much for the gift. Why are y'all mofos here? Especially you raccoon ass niggas. Why are you here? Go somewhere. Go somewhere. We don't want you here. I can give a fuck if Austin is dead. I can give 2 fucks. Go somewhere. Just go. Like you give a fuck about black kids. Just go. Just go. Go play with somebody else. Don't come in my chat talking shit and talking shit to a friend of mine who was in the chat. Do not do that. Go somewhere and go play with yourself. I'll end my stream when I'm ready, bitch. Go play with yourself. Go play with Richard Spencer, bitch. Go somewhere. Go somewhere. The rest of us, we gonna stay here and we gonna figure this shit out. And when Karmelo Anthony gets another trial, which he will, and they either give him a light sentence or he gets out totally, I'm gonna be right here. I'm going to be right here. Right here. Fuck out of here.
6 minutes. If someone is harassing you for 4 to 6 minutes, as a woman, I too would be grabbing my backpack and unfolding the blade in there because things were progressing. This witness said that Austin Metcalf tried to force Anthony out. After Metcalf put his hands on him, that's when he got stabbed. If this had been an actual problem and not just a couple of kids bullying the black kid they didn't know under the tent, then they would have gone and gotten an adult that should have fucking been there to begin with. And that is very obvious on cross-examination of a witness when the lawyer...
And this is a white girl. This is a white girl. This is a white girl talking. What? No shame for her? No shame for the white girl? Oh, I get it. Selective hearing. Got you.
Said if Anthony and a friend were outside...
I'm not, ain't no crybaby because one is still alive and the other one is 6 feet. One is alive. Thank you for the sticker. Thank you so much, my dear. Thank you so much.
Of the tent, what was wrong with that? And the witness, who was also on the football team and was part of this little group, said it was because of the proximity to the tent. But every witness who saw the stabbing said that Karmelo was sitting on the bleachers and that Metcalf was standing up and pushing him. Anthony never got out of his seat. And not only that, the wound and the blade prove that he did not even try to stab him. He just held it out and Austin went on the blade. Yet
adult point. So no, it wasn't. To me, it was. It was definitely proportionate. 4 motherfuckers versus, and was it proportionate weight size? 135 pounds, 5'8" versus 2 6'2", 200. Well, Hunter was bigger. Hunter was a little bit bigger. So basically you got 450 pounds plus 2 others. So that's 4 teenagers versus 1 teenager. And on top of that, the book bag was missing. Quite interesting. Or it's not missing. The book bag was taken away. So that's the book bag with the purpose tool, not blade. Had a blade on it, but it was a purpose tool because it had a flashlight. It had a something that would clean your cleats. It had something that started a fire. He could have reached for anything. Y'all just reaching at this point, but who cares?
Know how I know this? Because the blade itself is 3.5 inches long. Everyone said that Austin leaned in to push him and Karmelo stabbed him. There's no dispute about that. Anthony was sitting, Austin was standing over him, getting ready to shove him, and he goes into the blade. So if the blade was 3.5 inches and the wound was 2 inches deep, people, what does that mean? It means he could not have stabbed at him as Austin was leaning in.
Do you know what a purpose tool is? I just described it to you. Even, I was going to say Yvette Cornell. That's crazy. Even fucking, not Charleston White, Jasmine Crockett said it was a purpose tool. And someone gave her the evidence of the actual purpose tool. Austin fell on his sword. Hey, well, that's what you say. Thank you for the sticker. Okay. All right. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. I don't know what to say. I just don't know what to say. Thank you. Like, share, and subscribe. Become a member of the We-On-Loc Nation channel. This is so egregious. The blade was only 3 to 5 inches. About that, if the blade is only 3 to 5 inches and he got poked 2 inches into his chest, what does that tell you? It's a simple poke. I'm going to do 35 years for a poke? No way. No way. No way, boy. No way, boy. No way, boy. And Casey Allen gets 10 years in prison for bringing a knife this big and start stabbing niggas? The justice system ain't shit, especially in Texas.
To shove him. Austin had to have been the one who fell on the blade. I'm sorry, but it seems pretty obvious to me. Like, this is self-defense. How could Anthony be the aggressor if he never fucking moved from his seat? That is literally stand your ground. And all of this could have been avoided if he had just minded his own business or gotten his coach. And the prosecutor kind of proves my point when he asked the doctor if there...
God dang it. You know what I really want to do? You know what? I'm just going to end this. This is retarded.
Already defensive wounds on Austin, and there were none. He already...
I'll have to fix the stream. I really do have to fix the stream. I don't know why they're here. I think, you know, they're just here to troll, or they just want us to admit something that ain't possible. But I mean, they just want us to be part of America. But you don't give no accountability. You don't give no accountability to Trump. You don't give no accountability to J.D. Vance. You don't give no accountability to Ken Paxton. You don't give no accountability to Republicans. But you all want to say that Democrats are evil and they don't do anything for you. So we're gonna give this black kid. We're gonna give this black kid that lives in Collin. Well, I don't know if he lives in Collin County or not. We're gonna give this black kid. We're gonna do the black kid an example. So let me ask you a question. What's his name? Jake Lane. Jake Lane. Do you think he was right in saying what he said about Karmelo when he said he wanted him hung? You on my shit, bitch. Get the fuck out of here. You on my shit. Get your bitch ass up out of here. Yeah, believe the nerve of these people. The nerve of these people. I'll lead a nation of common sense people. Not dumbasses. This is just dumb, dude. This ain't your space. How about this? Why don't y'all make an app that is strictly for black people? Can you do that? Can you make an app that is solely strictly for black people? Any white people who come in, they automatically get rejected. Can you do that? No, you wouldn't want to do that because we all must get along. Guess what? They don't all get along with us. And I'm not claiming FBA either. I'm not claiming FBA. I'm not claiming none of that shit. But I do know some, Jesus Christ, I do know some graham crackers when I see them. No, let's where else?
Oh, history that refute.
What the fuck? Oh, let's see. Now let's hear this heifer.
The mother, Kayla, who had this to say about the witnesses at trial.
Yeah, all of the witnesses' statements and stories were inconsistent. So we thinking that the jury is going to notice that. But they already had their mind made up when they sat in that courtroom. Their mind was made up already.
First of all, this idiot doing the interview is sitting there with about 10,000 pounds of false eyelashes on, just nodding herself yes, her head yes. I guarantee this woman didn't watch 2 minutes of the trial. She's just going with the narrative. That is her preferred narrative. She doesn't know anything. She has no idea whether the witnesses were consistent or not, clearly. I understand the mother's grief at what has happened with her son, but that your job as a reporter is to stay factual and to not facilitate lies on your air.
Woosa. Woosa.
I realize it's, quote, the Breakfast Club, which nobody's really turning to for truly factual coverage about a trial, but do better, madam. If you're going to get into this game, do better. The witnesses were the mother, Kayla, who had this to say about the witnesses at trial.
Yeah, all of the witnesses' statements and stories are inconsistent. So we thinking that the jury is going to notice that. But they already had their mind made up when they sat in that courtroom. Their mind was made up already.
All right. First of all, this idiot doing the interview.
Sorry, I pressed the wrong button.
10,000 pounds of false eyelashes on.
My bad, I pressed the wrong button,
yes,
Pinky.
Her head yes. I guarantee this woman didn't watch 2 minutes of the trial. She's just going with the narrative. That is.
That's the second time I did that today. I pressed the wrong goddamn button. Oh my God, I pressed the wrong button. But it happens. It happens. It happens. I'm trying to look for that one lady that was actually the witness to everything. Let me see. See more. I'm trying to find out where the hell did that lady go? Where did she go? Oh, and speaking of Umar.
Problem. This is why they never showed you the video. Why you think, and I don't want to mix up the twins, understandably, one is deceased. I believe Hunter is still alive.
Yes, Austin.
Let me ask you a question, Lou. Do you have a twin? No. Imagine you have a twin, right? Another Loon. We gonna call him Boom. Right? Loon and Boom. Boom was murdered.
Hey, hold up. Why my shit ain't working? Hold up.
His
Why is my shit
killer is on trial for his life. You were there when that man took your twin brother's life. Can I ask you a question, Loon? How under heaven do you not take the stand in your brother's murder?
Right. I didn't understand.
I mean, you understand it?
Yeah.
Because if he would have took the stand, the defense could have cross-examined Hunter. Hunter, is it not true that you started this? Hunter, is it not true that you and your brother jumped Karmelo? Hunter, is it not true that it was 4 of you and not just your brother? Loon, Hunter didn't take the stand because Hunter was guilty. You're going to unalive my brother and you don't think I'm going to tell what I love him?
I have a question for you. I have a couple, but I'm going to stick to this one. If Karmelo was 10 years old, would you try, and he did this very same thing, would you try him for murder? Would you want him to meet with equal force? I'm asking this for a reason. I'm asking this for a reason. Would you want him to meet with equal force if he was 10 years old? When skin color becomes a religion, no black man can be guilty. White man, his religion is sacred, but there's no accountability for what he has done. Christians are very, very sacred. But yet you're hanging other Christians from trees. Mainly us. Karmelo didn't do anything. But you're right, he is guilty. He is guilty for being black. He is guilty for being black in the most racist country in the world. You hate racism? Shit, I hate racism too. You started. You started racism. So why should I or why should it be why should I have to I don't know, I'm lost in the sauce, but anyway, let me see. Oh, hold on. Hold on. I think this is the Looks like they were grabbing him and tossing him around and smacking him up and whatever. And one had him in a headlock. Oh, look at that. And he's gone. And you're still fighting? So why didn't he get arrested? Why did Hunter and the rest of the boys didn't get arrested? But sadly to say, brother, we do live with each other. And it's also sad to say that every time white people move out of certain neighborhoods that they don't want, somehow, not everyone, but black people move to the same area in the neighborhoods that white people live in. And you wonder why we can't get along with each other. You wonder why. You can wonder why. Can't argue. Well, what did you say? I'm still scrolling. Oh, here we go. Oh, you can't. Thank you, Trinity. Once again, Trinity is on fire right now. Thank you for the sticker. Thank you for the gift. You're one of them that believes. You're one of them that believes you're responsible for your family's sin. Generation punishment is a fool argument. Reword that again. I don't believe too much in generational curses. I don't believe too much. What you teach your children is what you teach your children, in hopes that they follow in order what you have taught them. So I don't believe in that. Thank you for sticking once again. Why are you doing this to me? Why? Nah. Oh man, I'm blushing. Stop it. Ignorance is bliss. Definitely. I don't know why you're doing that. Why are you doing that? Why? All right, we're going to play one more of these. I think everybody's heard that all. Everybody's heard this already. Everybody's definitely heard that already. Okay. let's get into what we were getting into earlier. 199 spaz the gleats on y'all. Spaz the gleats on y'all. Thank you for the 199. Thank you for the 199. My brother, thank you for the 199. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate it. Love y'all. I do appreciate it. Like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. Kamala, of course. Kamala Harris, of course. Around this time. This time around? Absolutely. Absolutely. You know why, Carmela? Because I'm expecting Jasmine to come right behind her. I'm expecting Miss Crockett to come right behind her. And I'm still trying my damnness to try to get this woman's attention. Good Lord, it's like, if she runs, could you follow her, please? Since, of course, Michelle's a man and all. Y'all wrong. Y'all are wrong. Y'all are so wrong. What is so manly about Michelle? Because she's tall? You know how many tall women I meet a day who are taller than me? That's stupid. But anyway.
Well, we have an update for Karmelo Anthony, baby. He's got a new team behind him. So a new legal team filed substitution for counsel to pursue appeal for Karmelo Anthony. Baby, and here's the starting lineup. Nobody came to play. I know people thought Ben Crump would be up in here, but don't worry, he brought a co-counsel to the team.
Hell yeah.
Counsel is Russell Wilson II. And if you want to know the credentials of everybody on counsel, you can go ahead and stop, pause, and read. I just want to make it clear, I stand with Karmelo Anthony, and I love that our community has come behind this young black man and let him know that he is not alone. And hopefully we can turn this conviction over and get him the fuck out of there. I don't want him to serve no time for defending himself. And for all you 3x5 cards sitting in my comment section telling me that putting your hands on somebody does not justify unaliving them, I'm just going to say Emmett Till, Trayvon Martin, Breonna Taylor, Ahmaud Arbery, and the list goes on. Y'all are a fucking danger no matter what. I don't know why y'all like to switch up history if y'all are not the most treacherous individuals to walk this fucking world. Just because Wixaris removes history from the books doesn't mean it didn't happen. Y'all are not peaceful. Y'all are not pleasant. Y'all don't mind y'all business. And y'all are literally a threat to black people's lives. And history will not tell you anything different. So don't play the innocent factor. Y'all have done way more to us than we've ever done to y'all. And for way less. Have the fucking day you deserve. Well, we have an update for Karmelo Anthony, baby. He's got a new team behind him.
I'm gonna give me a sound system. Ladies and gentlemen, that gorgeous queen right there. Spit truth and facts, everyone. So, yes, I read earlier he's going to get a defense team. So, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, Lisa. You said Mike Johnson is out? Mike Johnson, the racist, is out? Mike Johnson, I can look it up real quick. Mike Johnson is out. He has completely vanished. What? Did he get kidnapped? Did this motherfucker get kidnapped or something? I'll read it later. Let's see. Let's go back to this. He's not out right now. He's going to let them he's going to let that, wait, I can't say. He's not out right now, but he's heading out there. don't tease me. Don't tease me for that.
Kind of moonwalks back. Now, Karmelo and Coach, he sees that they're out of frame. He picks up that fallen trash can, digs in the trash can, goes back to where he was standing, and then puts something in his pockets.
Now watch how quick he disappears. Watch. Watch him. You'll see. You'll see. He's gonna start dipping. Watch.
Thank you for the star.
He's gonna go from.
Can we get some W's for Trinity? Can we get some W's for Trinity?
All the way over there to all the way down here, out of frame.
Let's start walking quick.
Right there, right there.
There he goes. He knew they were not looking at him, so that's when he took off, Chris.
I want to say this, y'all, because I will forget. Somebody just put in the chat. I'm gonna read it. Like I said, I can't read them all. If you really want me to read a super chat, but some of them I'll see, and I'll be like, "Oh, him to read that." Okay, let me go back because it went so fast. Okay. Man, let me take this out a second. Man, I'm rooting for Melo, but I feel like a lot of people are against him, including some of these Black content creators like Ratchet TV. Let me tell you about these Negroes. We, unfortunately, there's a lot of us that hate ourselves. Let's just call it what it is.
Dude, show the fuck, dude. Show the Trinity, you gonna get it. You gonna get it, girl. You gonna get it, girl. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Thank you for the star. Thank you for the star. Yeah, some of these, like I don't get mad anymore at Coombs. I don't get mad no more. Y'all need your own hole. Or should I say, peace. You giving up your rights. Wait a minute. So peace is giving up your dignity, your rights, your liberty, all because a white man wants you to jump when he wants you to jump, and the only thing you question is how high you want me to jump. Is that it? Is that your piece? You can keep that, sir, respectfully. You can keep that piece. I don't want your type of piece. We've been through hell and back for years, for centuries. What am I talking about? Excuse me. I bet you don't have any respect for our women who go through this type of shit. You know, there was once upon a time, and it still has to this very day, that women, when they are pregnant, they get their babies ripped out of their stomachs and left for dead. And the only thing y'all can say is, well, the bitch shouldn't have gotten pregnant. Damn. That's what y'all say about y'all women? And white boys, they don't give a shit. They'll unalive the victim and have well, I don't want to say what I really want to say because it's more disgusting than anything. Right? But you have intercourse with a dead corpse. This is white folk. I'm not lying to you. It's facts. Straight facts. Facts over feelings, right? Facts over feelings. Fuck them. Facts over your feelings. Fuck them. Is that simple? I mean, didn't that happen in Haiti? Didn't that happen in Haiti? Y'all ripping out insides and and grabbing the babies out of mothers and using the heads of babies as bowling balls? Didn't y'all do that with the Hebrew babies and drowning them in the river? That's white folks. That's Europeans, right? You have a historical history, and you want me to lay down, or you want me to follow directions of a 17-year-old boy, a 17-year-old white kid at that, and you want me to follow his orders? Interesting. Very, very interesting.
It's because when
I wanted to read this. Man, wait. I can't see.
Think some beige fucker is better than you because of their beigeness.
Okay. Oh, damn it. Okay, man, I'm rooting for Melo, but I feel like a lot of people are against him, including some of these Black content creators like Ratchet TV. Oh, there's more than that. There is more than that. Officer Tantrum, Mr. Bootlick himself really needs his ass kicked. Stephen A. Smith. Can't say enough about you, Stephen A. Can't say enough about you. Can't say enough about you. Let's see.
Something is wrong with you. So those people will forever exist. They will forever exist. And it's crazy that this man that you're mentioning on here, this was the same one that was complaining that he got put in jail wrongfully, which is crazy that now he is on this here internet talking about another Black person. Now, let me just make sure that everybody understand. I am all into calling people out when they're wrong, but one thing you ain't gonna, I'm never going to be is one of those type of people that kiss up to white people. I don't kiss up to nobody. And definitely never in my life will be anybody white. Never. It ain't gonna happen. Okay. So what I've also been told is some of these Negroes, these house Negroes, they may be getting paid for putting out fake content, and I can't wait to hell catch up with them. Okay. So that's all. That's it. When I see it, I don't watch it because I'm not watching it. A lot of times people keep sending me these content creator stuff. I'm not watching it. Like, I don't want to be full of the bullshit that they're putting out here. I am led to watch the stuff that I want to watch. I'm not watching all this dumb ignorant stuff. This man that you see on TV is the same man that they had put all these videos about him because they said he was beating on women, and he was on this internet crying, talking about.
That's your elder, motherfucker. Go in the corner with the rest of them bitches. Watch your motherfucking mouth on my chat. Just because just because you don't agree to their statement or their stance, you gotta call them out their name. Telling you, boy, y'all gonna learn. Y'all gonna learn to respect y'all elders.
It wasn't him and how he was so wrongfully mistreated, but yet you got a kid. Now, to me, Karmelo is a kid. Now, he's 19, but again, he is still a kid to me. This happened when he was 17 years old. I do not believe that he did it, because if he did it, then just show us the evidence. Show us the evidence. This happened in a predominantly white town. I've done research on Collin County. They are extremely racist. Look them up. There was one, research that I did on this lady, Suzanne Wooten, but it's more. I was following Christopher. Is it Christopher King? I think Christopher King. Check him out. I follow him on Facebook, and he was actually talking about another case. So extremely, extremely racist. Again, I'm not following these people videos. They're putting out this nasty work on a 19-year-old boy. They need help, okay? Because at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter how you feel. He did not receive a fair trial. It don't matter how you feel. Like some people say, well, he should have left. Listen, if you mess with me, I'm not leaving. I'm not going nowhere. I don't have to leave. If you mess with me, I'm doing what I need to do to protect myself. You're not running me nowhere. I'm not going nowhere. That's just how it is. People don't have to leave. They don't have to leave. And we wasn't there. Based on what I saw, I see him surrounded. So y'all don't know what I think. I think it should have been Austin, his brother, and some more folks. Okay, I'm just saying now. That's just me. Don't take my advice, okay? But I'm just saying, because if it was me, it'd have been a few people. Because listen, you don't put your hands on me. You don't tell me what to do.
Like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. Let this lady cook. She is cooking with fresh grease. I'll tell you, a lot of these people. See, a lot of these people are still under the impression. No, I said all that wrong. Erase it. They are still mad about OJ. They are still mad about the OJ trial. The OJ trial was 40 years ago. That was 35 years ago. And OJ got off clean, smooth, because he had an attorney. Now, you don't want any intelligent black attorneys anymore. Rick Child just got a black attorney and got off. What are we talking about? What are we talking about here? Y'all mad over the OJ trial. OJ hadn't been black since the Commodores. That was years ago. But may he rest in peace. May he rest in peace. You know, he hadn't been black in a while, but I still liked him as a football player, though. Still liked him as a football player. Can't take away nothing. No, his accolade. He was a very athletic guy. But goddamn, 1st and 10. If y'all weren't alive then, when I first saw 1st and 10, the series, the TV series, boy, he was with them white women heavy. Whew. My Lord. Lord. Hey, somebody should be praying for Karmelo for his mental health. That's the main concern, is for his mental health. Let's go into this coon. Actually, I don't want to do it, but I don't want to do it, but do I not want to do it? He was the GOAT. I'm not gonna lie. I am not gonna lie to you. He was the GOAT until the GOAT fucked up. It started messing with them. Oh my God. I gotta find. Okay, let me just. All right, I got it. Got it. I do not want to hear from Benjamin Crump. I do not want to hear from Benjamin Crump. Oh, I forgot. Okay.
Hearing one police officer has been killed, one civilian injured, one suspect is dead as well in this incident that happened. It began a little bit before noon hour local time, so just over 2 hours ago in a residential neighborhood of Montreal known as Côte des Neiges. Police got word that there was a suspect on the loose, armed and dangerous in the area. The police department dispatched a number of officers there. They closed down a major highway near the neighborhood. Here's some new video that we're getting to show you a little bit of what happened here in the area. You can see there's a shopping mall nearby and a grocery store there. One police officer with his weapon drawn. There was an incident as police went in to try and neutralize the armed suspect. One police officer was killed, another was shot and injured. We're hearing that the suspect was also killed and that a civilian was caught in the crossfire, was also killed. There could have been other people who were injured as well. We don't know the full extent of what happened. Again, this beginning about 2.5 hours ago in the Côte-des-Neiges area of...
You know what? That's different, but that is so different. We already went through that. We did show the lawyers. Now, this is the disappointing part. This is the disappointing part of it. Thank you for the star. Will you? Oh, stop it. Stop it, Trinity. Stop. Thank you for the star. Now, is it possible to say that Charleston White is, I don't even know what to call Charleston White anymore. It's confusing to me, but let's see what he has to say.
If Karmelo Anthony reach out to you personally and say, hey, I need you to help me get an appeal attorney, are you going to help him?
He already has a appeal attorney.
Blanco, Greenside, my Jewish attorney. And I said, hey, can you, I need to trademark watermelon felon.
Is it covered?
No. I told my lawyer I need to trademark watermelon felon. Cause that's what I heard his dad say. Hey, I got a new name for Karmelo. Since you think you should. Watermelon felon. I said, boy, that's pretty catchy. Yeah, little born in rubble, that's pretty catchy. Little short fat motherfucker, that's pretty catchy. So I said, God damn it, you know what? I'm gonna make some justice for Karmelo shirt. I need some shirts for white folk. Cause right now, no matter how we feel, Karmelo is a convicted killer, a convicted murderer. So we can't change that fact. Because I respect the law. I respect due process. I respect a jury's decision, no matter how I feel about it. I respect the fact that he went through a jury decision so he can have all his rights. Do I like the decision? No. How can you argue with he went to jury trial? Did I believe all white jury could be so cold? Not today. Because Collin County is not an all-white town anymore.
First, you said that they were cruel, and now you're saying that they're not. It's just great. He said first he flip-flops. First, it was like, we got to get this boy out. We got to get this boy out. I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed of myself because I thought white people were the biggest thing since sliced bread, and then now it's I'm gonna promote watermelon felon. Charleston White. Charleston.
But that's just on the surface looking. That shit was orchestrated.
Oh, now it was orchestrated.
From start to finish.
See, at least he admitted that. At least he admitted that. Because that's 1,000% true. That shit was orchestrated from the judge to the district attorney, through Jeff Metcalf, through the prosecutor. All of them were, that shit was fixed. And I was like, wait a minute. All right, jury. Yeah, he's lynched. He is fucking lynched.
And black people wasn't paying attention. So I don't give how they feel about what I'm saying. I've been there when y'all ignored it. Y'all was stuck on Lil Ronnie and Chink. Do you know it was someone from Collin County Court that was releasing the family's information to journalists and other people? They was going in and when he was bonding out of jail, it was somebody that was inside the court system that was doing that and got caught. She got caught and got suspended. Everything about them people being released.
What is he talking?
So nigga, I'm selling them shirts for white people. I'm making them shirts. White people need some shirts. They want the watermelon felon shirt. They just can't have a site that they can buy to sell it from. Because if they would, they'll protest it and try to shut it down.
If Karmelo Anthony reach out to you.
Yeah, you playing both sides of the fence. You are definitely playing both sides of the fucking fence. That's some crazy fucking word. Brothers like that, and I'm ashamed to call them brother, but people like that need their own island. You ship all the coon, gather up all the coons, all in one big ass truck, put them on a big ass boat, and ship them in a tiny island where they can do whatever they want to do. Hell, I might even throw in a white woman or two. Y'all can fight over that white woman.
And that's just it. That's all. I don't pay these folks no attention. Again, I don't watch their videos. I'm just not that thirsty like that to be on here just dragging somebody just because, I feel like if I say this about him, then I'm going to get all the people that feel like he guilty. So if I get on here and just drag him and no, I'm not doing that. I got to sleep all night at night. I have to live with myself. I have a family. I have children. I'm not going to put out that type of energy and then something happen to my family and then I'm looking like a damn fool. Absolutely not. It's not going to happen. But yeah, I understand, what you're saying, but unfortunately we do have those type of people. Okay. It is what it is.
So Alessi, go back.
Okay. To where he was digging in the trash can? Okay.
Keep playing. So once when they walk Melo through, watch the other guy running behind Melo and Coach. Now when they going back to the right,
Okay, keep watching because it might be after he dug in the trash can then.
It is, I've seen it. Chris is making a copy, I think.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I was just too occupied. Could you give me that one thing, please? Let's see. I had to go back. Let me see. Hey, Karmelo, they serve my sentence. Ain't nobody paying attention to you. The same reason why a white cop shot and killed a black woman while born a pot of water. Yeah, God damn it. What was her name? Now you got me thinking, Lisa. Now you got me thinking. Absolutely. But he got 25 to life, though. That cop shot that lady that was in the trailer park or whatever. Yeah, he got 25 to life. So Trump murdered all those. Yeah, Trump is a murderer, but no accountability for him, right? Keep your knives to yourselves. Keep your hands to yourself. That ain't gonna change. Keep your hands to yourself. You think that I'm gonna actually just let you do anything to me? You're dead wrong.
So that's the boy that dug in the trash can.
So you see what it says right there?
He's
holding
paying
somebody back.
So that was to be said that EP was right here. Some girl said that, but I wanted to show Chris that boy, he saw that they were no longer paying attention to him. That boy that picked up out whatever was out that trash can, he ran all the way out of frame. There was no more to be seen this whole video.
After they seen he wasn't looking at him, yep.
All right, guys. I'm trying to find that video because they keep saying that there's a video of Austin and his dad, and they say the dad is so disgusted at him. And people were saying that is when you start to think something wasn't right. But I want to get into this.
Rewrite what you just wrote. Poolie? Who's Pootie?
Something. What is this?
Who's Pootie?
Oh no, I saw that one already.
Who the fuck is Pootie?
If somebody is shooting the victim, hold on.
Another thing before I play this one, I don't know. Based on what I saw, keep in mind if he poked somebody, where's the blood at? Like, why? Where's the blood? I mean,
good question.
You don't have any blood on him. In this particular interview, you're going to hear the officer say that his finger was cut. His finger was cut. It could have been, somebody was trying to cut him and he got away.
I was told that manslaughter was 2 to 5 years, not 5 to 10 years. I was told that someone told me that manslaughter was 2 to 5. As a matter of fact, let's skip this and go to a video that I was on, arguing with these people. And I don't mean to be argumentative, but it is what it is.
Confirm your thought, or did you reconsider your position?
Reconsider, Sharon. It reconsidered it. Cause
okay, good.
Stop. Sick of you bullying USA. What does that mean?
I definitely, even when I said the footage was going to come out, people still was going to have their own notion on the situation. They still going to be defending himself. You know what I'm saying? Now, for what I thought was happening is that people was around him.
He was defending himself. He was regardless if you agree to the way he defended himself, he still was defending himself.
I'm talking, man. Relax.
Okay, sir.
You're getting emotional.
Just relax. You gotta let people finish their thoughts so we can actually
thank you,
talk to their point. She want name call me.
You know what I'm saying? Like this is the point right here.
Now say it to Cam. Now say it to Cam.
I can't understand it.
Go ahead, Joey. Tell Cam to be quiet too.
Nah, I ain't trying to be quiet, but she can relax for a little bit.
Now you don't want to talk to another man. All right, I got you. Go ahead,
what?
Joey.
Tell him I ain't worrying about what. That's him and her. They got their own thing. But listen, every man and woman for themselves. But this is the thing I'm trying to make you understand, Sharon. As black men, we got to teach our sons too to have conflict resolution skills. Because our boys are just as emotional, just like women up here, and they just
resolved that conflict. He just
you see what I'm saying? She proving my point. She literally proving the point. You get what I'm saying?
So, with that being said, Dolly, do you think Karmelo Anthony should gotten 35 years? Or let me backtrack and ask this question. Do you believe that he should be sentenced? 35 years for a poke is way too much. Way too much. Look at this shit. Bitches. Karmelo. I was going to read it. Damn, I couldn't even read it. I couldn't even read that shit. It's not about race. Bullshit. If it was, he would have walked. If it was, he would have walked W probation at best. Y'all know nothing if the white boy, y'all know nothing, if the white boy killed the black boy, y'all would be screaming death penalty, but okay. All right, okay. First and foremost, white supremacy is white supremacy. Second of all, if it was the other way around, they would have been in jail. The black boys, two big, rough and puff black boys, would have been in jail. No, my bad. They would have been in prison because white supremacy is white supremacy. If he would have put that motherfucker in the hospital, they would have been underneath the jail. Fuck are we doing, man? This is pathetic. This is real pathetic. Real pathetic. We can't even have a logical conversation without impulse control. Cause we're chipping out. Ain't what the new kids are talking about now? Y'all got a lot of ad libs and memes that need to be in a book or something. Now it's chipping out. I can't stand y'all. You want to be hated. Black folks have been hated for centuries. What are we talking about? You racists are pathetic. Oh, but reverse racism. Gotcha. Reverse racism. Asians yelling sideways racism. Let me see what we got here.
You say the wrong thing. These young boys be ready to react and do anything. And that boy, he did. He grabbed that knife. Now,
Y'all should be ready. Y'all should be ready. Y'all are cowards. Y'all are cowards that are not willing to do what this boy did.
And interrupting doesn't.
No, okay, I'm gonna stop.
But Sherrod, do you not see? Like, she's proving the point. And listen to women like her is going to land a lot of men in jail. I've seen a lot of guys.
I can't even believe I was even on this panel to begin with. I mean, it was just me and my brother Uda, and we were just on there chilling. And of course, a couple of good some people that I didn't know, and then you got raccoons coming by. It is what it is.
Going to jail just by this rhetoric that she's even spilling. Calling this boy, we're cowards because we're telling men that we need to de-escalate. Going to jail is no joke. I don't think people out here really been through it.
Yeah, but how many times are you going to de-escalate? How many times are you going to run away from a problem? How many times? How many times until you say enough is enough? How many times? And I don't even know these people. There's a few people that I do know. And what I do know, and particularly in reality is reality. At some point, this is not the 1960s. This is not the 1950s, the 1940s, the 1930s, the 1920s. This is 2026. You mean to tell me throughout this century? Okay, now I can understand this is the year of AI, but correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't your life worth value of doing whatever it is the fuck you want to do because you either paid for it and through sweat, blood, and tears to be in a space of peace for a white boy to come through and tell you to move? I don't see it. I earned that through blood, sweat, and tears. I earned that shit. Message.
Situations I had.
I'll be damned if any white man tells me to move. You're not an authority. And I rarely even listen to authority. It's like he didn't know the law. 90% of parents don't know the law. Maybe you should teach that to your children. Only an idiot can't think they can tell people how to think and how to feel. You need to move out of my chat. Lisa, you know what to do.
You can talk all that tough stuff on the internet. You run up, you get done up. Nigga, you ever spent a day in jail? Have you ever even been in a prison? That's not nothing to be played around with. So we need to understand that.
Yeah, me and Shadow was in the same jail. Me and where's Shadow at? Shadow, come back here, brother. Shadow, come back here.
Because somebody
in the same jail, gang.
is telling you to get out of somewhere. You want to lose your freedom, right, man?
Sounds like
I'm trying to. Hey, Sharon, am I saying something wrong, bro? I'm telling that us as black men, we gotta learn how to control our emotions.
You all are not. You all are not willing.
Yeah, the last person that said that ended up 6 feet under. Oh, I forgot. Wasn't that Austin?
To participate in revolution.
Man. He had a knife on him. I don't agree to that.
And so you don't? So no. You don't agree?
Not no teenage boy needs to be carrying
the right to bear arms?
You
don't agree with the right to bear arms?
Man,
okay,
man,
thank you.
He's at a school. What are you talking? This is not.
Never mind.
Never mind. Go ahead, Sharon. You got it. Go ahead.
So Joey, you don't carry a firearm?
I'm licensed to carry, Sharon. Is you gonna compare a knife to me being licensed to carry and trained to know how to work a firearm? Is you gonna do that, Sharon?
Yes.
And I have the emotional intelligence to know how when people out here be trying to test me that I'm not gonna pull out my blicky and get the bang 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 because this person got me in my feelings. No, with great power comes with great responsibilities. I know what me having a firearm. He didn't know when he pulled out that knife. I don't think that he intentionally tried to take that boy's life. But when he did what he did, come on, Sharon, like, what are we talking about?
So what I'm saying is that
these young motherfuckers is scared. They are so fucking scared. But you had no problems shooting another brother. You have no problems killing another brother. But when it comes to a white boy, watch out! So weak. You're so fucking
He was licensed to have that weapon as well because he was of the age to have a knife. It ain't no training for no goddamn knife.
All right.
Yeah. Hold up, but Sharon, we also established. I mean, it's on school grounds. Look, I mean, most of us, matter of fact, I'm not even gonna speak for you. I know I used to carry a knife. You know, from when I was in Boy Scouts to just being older. But every time I got into an altercation or whatever, I didn't just pull out the knife and get the cutting or even threaten to cut somebody. So, I mean, I can agree with Joey to that extent, but at the same time, let's not absolve old boy, and that being Austin Metcalf, from not being able to keep his damn hands to himself. And that's what I don't like. Like, they don't have any problem talking about, look, you know, yeah, Melo need to understand how to de-escalate. Just because somebody puts their hands on you doesn't mean that you got to take their lives and all of that other stuff. But I was taught at a young age as a child, keep your hands to yourself. I didn't even hear, you know, the Metcalf father say that, like, yeah, okay, he made a mistake by bringing that knife and stabbing my son, but my son made a mistake by putting his hands on him. Like, let's just keep it real. Like, that's just basic cause and effect. You know, you put your hands on somebody, they might just stab you or blast you unlawfully, and they might just do 35 years for it, but you still lost your life. You know? So that's why I said earlier, that's a mistake from two young boys, you know, that neither one of them understand conflict resolution and de-escalation. That's why one lost their freedom and the other one lost their life.
Okay, so if you could, quote unquote, understand they both made mistakes, why would that be something you would say, oh, it's 35 years, murder, whatever?
Because now we're talking about the law, you know, the law. So
the law is subjective, sweetheart. I'm so sick of people talking about the law.
This can't be serious, bro.
I'm overly sick of people talking about the law, because the law at this point, because when I was a child, I didn't understand. I thought the law was the law, and what the law say, that's what it is. But in 2026, we understand the law is malleable. The law is pliable. The law will contort and fit to whatever people decide at the moment. So why are we pretending that the law is just this concrete thing?
Change in sentiment towards Black people right now. And I think that this outcome is the result of that change in sentiment. And it's not something that Black people are really talking about or acknowledging.
So I have a question.
Until we understand the art of sociopolitically, socioeconomically, and what it really means for us as Black people.
What do you think it means for us?
Well, I think there's a lot of things at play here. I think with the current socio-political climate, there's people that are feeling a lot of different ways about a lot of different races of people. Right? We have a melting pot in America, but the ingredients aren't melting together too well. And I think as we go forward, as we start to keep clashing as a people, we'll start to see more and more incidences like this until we understand the art of war, and truly how to battle on the battlefield.
So you say everybody's clashing against Black folks, but while other folks ain't clashing with each other?
No, it's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that there is, well, partly that's what's going on, but that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that there is a change in sentiment towards Black people right now. And I think that this outcome is the result of that change in sentiment. And it's not something that Black people are really talking about or acknowledging.
So I have a question. If you're saying it's a change in sentiment, it's been racism forever.
I wanted to be able to rebut this can't be said. I don't believe in looking up at the sky and yelling at gray clouds and demanding that it stop raining. That's just
ain't nobody talking about
when I'm just saying, when the clouds are gray, I'm going to get an umbrella or I'm going to go inside. I'm not just going to expect
sir, we're not talking about no clouds.
And I think in this situation, you expect the world to change because you believe it should. That's not realistic.
I expect when I pay a lawyer that the lawyer is going to do the job that I paid him to do. And I'm going to expect him to do his legal duty to defend me at the best of his ability.
Kim, he's not going to do that if he doesn't like you. It doesn't matter how much you pay him. He'll take your money. He doesn't like you.
And then
well, get another lawyer. It's as simple as that. Find a lawyer that will fit you. Find a lawyer that will take your case.
And that's the fundamental. But that's the fundamental problem that we're in right now. Exactly. That's the fundamental problem we're in right now. They don't like us.
You got to choose your legal counsel a lot more wisely than Karmelo.
Stop. Meaning you're admitting that the legal system is unjust.
This is the reason why most Black women, I don't know anybody here, so I'm not going to put y'all on Front Street, but this is one of the reasons. I shouldn't say it, but I'm going to say it anyway. This is one of the reasons why Black women think Black men are weak. Because of this shit right here. And I'm not saying that all Black men would think that way, because I've seen some strong brothers get some shit done. Not negotiate or some conflict resolution or whatever the hell. They handle some business. Because we've been talking and we've been wearing the the suits with the ties on. And we've been respectable all this time. All this time we've been respectable. All this time we said sir, we said ma'am, we've said, can you please let us in? It's like, can we please get something to eat? It's like, I'm tired. All I want to do is go home. And we've been evaded. We have been fucked with for far too fucking long. Moving forward, fast forwarding, still trying to get jobs. Well, let's go in order. Social Security being taken away because they feel that there's too much money, there's too much fraud involved, meaning black people. SNAP benefits being taken away, even though white people are more than likely the most to be on welfare. Black history being taken away. Lisa, did I miss anything? Health benefits, premiums skyrocketing, boom, to the roof. That don't sound good.
Absolutely.
Right? That's a fact. Okay, let's start there. If you're already admitting that the legal system is unjust, how can you sit so strongly on the side that, Karmelo Anthony is so guilty when you literally just admitted that the legal system is unjust?
Let me explain. I never.
Can I answer this for a second?
The only way that wait a second before you go. Before you go. The only reason why I would say Karmelo is guilty is because he was found guilty in a court of law by trial, by a jury. That's it. That's the legal definition of guilt. Like, he was found guilty. So do I believe that he was overcharged? Do I believe that his lawyers could have given him a way better defense than they did better when it came to jury selection, maybe even negotiating other options regarding deals and everything else? Absolutely. That's why I believe he has grounds for appeal. But they took it to trial, and this is the verdict. Like, that's fact.
Spot on the money. Spot on the money. And that's the reality of it. And this is where the court of public opinion matters. We're in the court of public opinion now, all right? We're not in the court of OJ anymore, right? Now it's the court of public opinion. And this is why how the world sees us truly matters. And these conversations need to start happening. Now, I understand how Kim feels and how the brother was speaking. He's spot on the money. We have to look at what's going on, not what we wish could be happening. It's not happening right now, unfortunately. What is happening is reality. And I'll tell you what's not a good idea, Kim. It's not a good idea to poke the bear. I understand you can call it cowardice. You can call it whatever you'd like. But we don't have a certain level of power in this country, and we cannot move a certain way right now.
I'm not putting myself in that situation.
Kim, please stop interrupting so we can actually argue.
I'm sorry, you're right.
The point.
Well, no, Kim, I don't want you to put yourself in a situation. As a matter of fact, that's the goal, and the point is to take yourself out of potential situations, because when they go bad, you don't want to be at the opposite end of every single opposite end that you don't want to be on. You know what I mean?
So THT, haven't we seen there was a time when we was minding our business and we still got harassed, killed, stomped, destroyed, communities hurt? So we tried that route of minding our business and staying out the way already.
Well, again, and I'm not saying that you're wrong. I would agree with you to some extent. Now, here's why I have to fight back, right? We are no longer in those times. Yeah, those did happen, 100%. I can't take that away from our ancestors who fought and, bled for us to be here right now. I would be evil to do so. But the reality is we're not there anymore, right? And that's just it.
No, you're not being
Why?
I'm sorry.
Why?
The world may change, but the scenario stays the same. Goalposts being moved, People still calling you out your name. People hire people. If I look across where I live on the Pacific Coast, do I see a whole bunch of me in the workforce? No, I don't. I mean, the only jobs that we're qualified for are those particular jobs that aren't considered careers. I mean, I would love to be in a carpentry career, a plumber. I would love to be a electrician, but we don't have those type of careers. Few do. Very few of us do. But the only way we can get out of our situation, and hopefully we don't get fucked with, is that we build our own industries. But you can't get people to get along with anyone. I can't even get a person to be real with us and put that money up. But you'll support Asians. You'll support Asians. You'll support Arabs. You'll support, anybody who feels good to you. You don't support black people. You just don't. You don't support black people. You don't support black businesses. You just don't. As crazy as it sounds, it's true. And I see it all the time. And it's sad, and all of them don't do it. But it's very, very sad. There's not a good, healthy majority of us who can say, if you don't support or are not an entrepreneur of a business, then you are taking your dollars and you are putting it into a business who is a black man who has a business of his own. That's how the dollar circulates. It circulates in the Asian community all the time. It circulates in the Arab community all the time. It circulates in the white community all the time, in the Indian community all the time, in the Hispanic community all the time. But at some point, we just need to stop and say, I think it's time that we owned our own. Just like those times before. But again, those times that were different back then. Bullshit.
The reality is that all they did was change the circumstance. They still doing the same exact thing. Majority of black folk, the majority of black men are docile to the fact of trying to fight back. Most people think like UTH, Kim got that same idea. Ronald 804, he got that same idea. Majority of people is not shooters on go.
Right.
It's a bunch of men in the world.
I'll say this about Trump. Trump's an idiot. Trump literally took, or is trying to take, little pages out of Obama's book. And he hasn't even read the whole book. He hasn't read a book on Obama. But yet, every time his name comes up, it's always, or anything happens at that point. If he breaks a toe, damn Obama, damn it, Obama. He took a plan, ripped it up his first term, and now his second term, he is literally trying to get a deal for the same deal, the same exact deal, with just a little bit more money. That's crazy. It's crazy and it sucks. But when Obama made that speech in Chicago at the I forgot what it was, at the museum or whatever, I don't think not once did he mention Trump's name. If that were me, I'm not the president anymore, so I could basically say what I want to say. But I know we're supposed to be respectable and practice impulse control. Did Obama support Jesse Jackson during his campaign? I don't know and I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Because even though I talk about Obama, I have issues with Obama. I really do. And I got the right to do that because I voted for him twice. I have the right to talk about it. I do.
Not willing to put their hands. It's not
and Jesse Jackson ain't innocent by any means. Jesse ain't innocent by any means. May he rest in peace. But boy, you got a lot to call. When God calls you through, you got a lot to answer for. You got a lot to answer for.
Many of us are not willing to put our hands on people first.
Hey, don't lie on me, man. It's not. I don't think that's the case. Depending on whether I put hands on somebody, is if I have bail money ready. That's what I think about now because I'm tired of going to jail. But
no, it's not.
That's why we live in America. We haven't moved back to Africa, back to the homeland, right? I get it, 100%. When we get money, when we get rich, we move into the evil white man's neighborhoods. I get it because the white man's air is colder and the white man's chicken's hotter. I get it. We don't build neighborhoods. That's what I mean. That's what I'm saying.
Have you heard about the town in Baltimore? Cookie Crunch. What is that? Enjoy the show. Thank you so much. I'm glad that you enjoyed yourself. And I really appreciate that support. That means a lot to me. Thank you so much. Cookie Crunch. Thank you so much, Cookie Crunch. So we have plenty of neighborhoods where it's black folks. And we are doing very well.
Right here.
Sharon, though, I got to respectfully disagree with him right there. Because even in this situation with Karmelo, if I got to choose.
Hold on, Auntie.
And I guarantee you, I can find the same thing in Florida. You just don't know the law. I know the law. There.
Okay, here it is.
But also, it's not. That weapon was allowed, and I'm calling it a weapon he was taught to do. He was taught that sending his invite was not the same person who gave him the invite. Again, I can see where you're coming from. So I think you're Frisco ISD.
Tommy Sotomayor. I can say that.
Those are not considered private property.
What is Tommy?
Could you release? So I'm saying, you see that? Right? Well, but I'm saying, so you should win on appeal, right? All I'm saying is we need to stop telling people how to fight the law after they've committed said crime. Black folks love to have people say that was wrong after we've already done it. When the cop done shot the guy, or when you done fought the cop in the street, or you done fought over the ticket instead of going into court, we then after it say, well, we had a legal right. And this is usually after we've been sentenced to something, including death. Austin's family can't sit there and talk about how he had a legal right to dead now. It's a stupid argument. That's why they are telling their kids, if you see these little black kids, don't touch them. Leave them alone, don't argue with them. They're not going around saying Austin had every right to do what he did. We keep telling people, even when they lose, you had every right to do what you do. We don't teach avoidance at all. Nobody's saying he could walk away. Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
So,
Texas Penal Code 30.5D-3. The knife was prohibited.
Yeah, we checked that one. Yeah, 4603, 46.03 goes more into 46. Like, in the school, it deals with school
in the school,
and what is prohibited or not. But what's the crazy thing though as well, because the way the prosecution pushed it is to say that each tenant works or serves as a 18 block. Each 10 is like each other's locker room. That's what the prosecution puts it as. Like each one is a locker room. Because, you know, kids got their stuff in the tent. They got belongings. Yes. People don't want their stuff stolen.
And that's where the prosecutorial misconduct comes.
His team coach did not bring his tent because they said they didn't have the manpower to put it up. So why didn't his coaches have their tent? If they had their tent, we probably wouldn't even be here. That's the craziest thing. Craziest thing, bro.
See, I just put up my tent.
But even still, the tent, a tent is not considered private. But look, like I said, I can swallow that pill.
Nothing is considered private. If it was considered private property, then there wouldn't be it wouldn't be a struggle for other people who come on other people's tents to say, "Don't come on my tent." I used to do it all the time in high school. The only time I didn't do it is when we played our rivals. It's not your property. He was, as a matter of fact, it was a testimony, if I'm not mistaken, that his coach said he can go underneath that tent. I mean, it was pretty much over at that point. It was raining. People were going home. It was raining and boom. Everybody's peaceful. Everybody's talking with each other. And then these fools come up. These fools come. It shouldn't have been a big deal. And even if it was such a big deal, you are, again, I go back to this very same thing. You are not the authority. Get somebody who is an authority, and we wouldn't be having this problem. The Jews have inflicted violence on all of us. Now, what Jews are we talking about? That's the question. What Jews are we talking about?
Oh, but again, the tent is still considered public property based on Frisco ISD policy. I have children in Frisco ISD right now. I've asked this question specifically at a school board. So I'm telling you, I understand what I'm saying because I've actually asked. Because my first wonder was what authority did the Metcalfs have?
I'm still trying to figure out why didn't they go get a cop? Why didn't they get security? Why didn't they get a coach? Hell, their coach send a text message that same day? Be a man or some stupid shit like that. Their coach sent them a text message. 2 suspended big baldy white boys should have never been there. But I digress. I mean, we live in a world where everybody gets away with everything. Who took a knife? Hunter? It was alleged that he took a knife. And if he did take a knife, oh boy.
And the answer is,
I guess that's the reason why somebody put something in that trash can while Karmelo was fleeing.
The coach was able to have him leave, but the coach never told him to leave. Therefore, so why should Karmelo?
Karmelo had every right to be there. He finished his meet that day.
Not that far though.
It didn't get that far because the first thing that happened is Metcalf put his hands on him. So while I understand a lot of points of view, I asked a lot of people the same question. If you're saying that Karmelo Anthony was wrong for poking him, are you saying that Austin Metcalf was right for touching him? Keep in mind, touching him.
No, we're saying well, can't two things be true? But then now the use of force that you use doesn't equate with the wrong that other person did. Well, hold on.
No.
It's Sharon Brace. Aren't you the same person that said, even if a woman put her hands on me, if I knock her out, I am wrong? Didn't you say that? That you saying, yeah?
I think in that situation, you would use your brain. You would use common sense and you would leave. Of course, at that moment. You're just doing the stupid shit just because you figured you're a man and you can easily punch a woman out. Even though a woman can do aesthetics, lift a little weight, do kickboxing. She still is vulnerable to a hit. She can go to the hospital. She can either die from a specific blow. And you would be dumb enough to do it just because you say you are a man. It's not a blade, it's a purpose tool.
Yes, she might have touched you first, but your force you used in comparison to what she did was wrong. Yes or no?
Yes.
It doesn't matter.
So let's not act like we don't know. Two things can be true at the same time, but one can be
because that's still unavoidable force. Because generally speaking, most men are both heavier, taller, and stronger than most women. You would agree to that, right?
That knife, yes, and that knife was caused more damage than his shove would have. 100%.
Again, you don't because
why do people keep saying that? Why do you keep sticking to that one narrative? He was pushed. It was a light push, and he came out and stabbed him. So how did he stab him, man? And there's two different stories. One, he was stabbing him like this, and the other one's, he was stabbing him like that. That's kind of funny. If I have this pencil and I stab you, that's about 2 inches right there. Kind of, sort of. That's 2 inches right there. See? That's 2 inches. Blade was 3.5 inches. A little bit right there. 3.5 inches. 2 inches. You have a 50-50 chance of surviving. I don't know what happened when he was at the hospital. I have no idea. But when the mom got there finally, after 2 hours, he was dead. And stop making up that stupid ass story. Oh, he died in my arms. Oh my God, he died in my arms. At the stadium? Oh, so he never made it to the hospital. Oh, he never made it to the hospital. Let's make up our minds. What I seen in that video, clearly he is innocent of all charges.
Now you're assuming.
Well, let me be fair. I would have suspended him for bringing the purpose tool to school. I would have suspended him.
What would have happened had he swung off on him? Had he pushed him and just hit him, brother? Hold up, hear me out. So and I want you to tell me with a straight face, if Karmelo Anthony would have swung off on Austin, who actually ended up putting his hands on him, Hunter, his twin brother, would not have done a thing.
Oh, well, hold on. We know if I was fighting any group of people, like when I was in Harlem, that wasn't going to go. Even a dude told me, he said, if you hit that dude.
Shut the front door. First of all, let's go back to the Harlem situation, okay? You was talking shit the entire fucking way. And Q Butter at that time, I don't know what he was doing, but he merely saw the whole damn thing of what you were doing, okay? You're a fucking victim, okay, dude? All right? You're a fucking victim. No one ever, you said you was talking shit to the queen or whatever the case may be, and you got sucker punched. You nearly got sucker punched. Only one person touched you. It wasn't a whole crew. Oh my God. He still to this day is a victim of his own fucking demise. That is crazy work. That was 20 years ago? I don't know. Let it go, man. Let it go. I mean, the whole Zoe situation, we let that go a long time ago. That whole Corey Holcomb thing, we let that shit go a long time ago, bro.
We're going to have to jump you. That was what I was running into.
Cool. So let me ask you this then. Now that there's a reasonable understanding that he was going to get jumped by people that totaled 185 pounds more than him, is it possible that he could have
heavy?
Yes, they were 213. One was 213 and one was 235. Go cheat on it.
No. I'm just saying, if you're scared, go to church. If you don't go in there scared, we know this. Why would you go in there scared ready to use a weapon?
No. See, now you're saying what he should have done. You're making an odd claim. I'm not saying any of that. I'm speaking strictly on the law. What I'm saying is there was, in fact, clear, unequated force. He was clearly one outnumbered, outweighed, and outheighted. With that being said, the plausibility for serious bodily harm was real. Had his lawyer argued what I just argued to you, he would have won a self-defense case based on Texas penal codes.
Agreed.
State law would have protected him.
How is it free Austin when Austin is dead?
Because it was reasonable to believe he was going to be, again, you just admitted to it. With that being said, that means that he had the right to defend himself in the capacity that he believed.
Put this shit up.
That's a good argument. That would have been an interesting argument to see what the prosecutors would have said. But sad to say, the defense did a horrible job, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Clearly, a lot of us YouTube lawyers would have did a better job, at least at making a decent argument. Even us YouTube lawyers would have made a decent argument instead of these, And then we also had these. What we could see is that like I have somebody in the back that is clearly he says, even though we don't know his credentials, he doesn't talk like a lawyer. He doesn't communicate like a lawyer. However, he says he's a lawyer. But look the way how he acts, right? We could tell somebody like that in the court of law would do whatever they can to railroad a black individual. Right? We know that for a fact. Like, you can see how he writes. But if we was to say, like, we see this man and we was to find out who he is and what
look at that book.
We show all the things that he says as a lawyer.
He's reading how to keep your hands to yourself.
You know what I'm saying, Uda? He'll make up every excuse like, no, I got black friends. I even dated a black girl before. He'll make up every excuse in the world to prove that he is not what we clearly see he is.
Thank you. Much love.
Yeah. He in the back calling us all the N-word.
All types of
N-words.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
It's crazy, bro.
And he would literally say that he is not a racist man.
No, that's crazy. It's hard to believe with that type stuff. It's hard to believe, bro.
I'm not a racist.
And these are the same people that be representing us and acting like they all for us to. Shit ain't true, bro. We just don't have
the right concept, sir. You are the concept, sir. That's right. You are the concept. Seeing white people do real things for.
Confirm? Yeah. Did it confirm your thoughts, or did it make you reconsider your position after seeing this video?
It confirmed my thoughts that I'm one of the only serious people on the internet, and I'm the most objective person on YouTube, and a lot of people full of shit. Because that video, right, didn't change anything, and it shouldn't have changed anybody who was on either side, right? We saw a kid go up and push another kid, and that kid pretty much jumped out of the tent, pushed out as whatever.
Did you say that very same thing when Emmett Till got killed? That was classes when white folks were laughing at him. And he was 14 years old, but he was smiling at a white woman. Did you say that about Emmett Till? Fuck out of here.
He went out of the tent, and it just confirmed the story we heard from the beginning that somebody got pushed, somebody got stabbed, and then he ran to get, towards an adult. Like, that it did nothing. I'm pretty sure it did nothing for the jury. It didn't benefit anybody. So I don't understand how anybody's position was changed, and I don't understand how anybody's position could have been solidified of like, oh, yup, that's I told y'all he was the bully, or I told y'all he just wanted to kill somebody. Both sides full of shit.
That's kind of the sentiment
what is
that
the
I
actual
had.
position?
So
what's my
question.
position?
Yeah.
Y'all not gonna like it, but I think my position is still very much in the middle, right? I would have liked personally. I think I would have liked him to get less time because he's a young man. So ultimately, I would have liked him to have something under, 10 years or under, because I think that I truly think that he made a mistake. I don't think that he's this serial killer murderer or YN people are trying to paint him out to be. I don't think that he's somebody who needs to be behind bars because it makes our society better.
That's correct.
So I think he should have got a lot less time in my perfect world.
That's why I don't like having conversations with certain young men, because even though I don't know what this education system has fed them, but I think it's just I don't know. Delineation is a very, very strong word. Delineation is a very, very, very strong word. I would love to do that, but I gotta do some thinking. If you feel that Karmelo is guilty not because of the fact that he sat up in the tent, but because he allegedly stabbed someone just for protecting himself, because he was getting beat up by not one but two but three, maybe four others, and there was two others coming to that tent or whatever, then that'll be all right to solidify that. But don't ask me to think the same way, because my position will not change and will never change. It will not. It will not. He's innocent, and that's that.
However, he did kill somebody. He didn't kill another kid. And within reason,
obviously you didn't see the tape. Obviously you didn't see the video. You didn't see what I saw. So that's okay. That's quite okay. Just ignore the obvious.
It's reasonable to understand how he just got pushed. We all got pushed before, right? He killed somebody. So I don't think 35 years.
Goddammit. You're a new YouTuber, goddamn. Say delete.
Oh, my bad. He deleted somebody. I don't think 35 years is like some railroad, right? I thought I wanted something better. However, 35 years, it's not like I can't see the other point of view.
What? I didn't even hear that part because I was doing something else.
I can't see 35.
That was the best non-answer I've ever heard.
Yeah, because he's still in the middle. He feel like he don't have enough evidence.
That was all around the board, Mark. He was all around in a circle. That wasn't giving us something particular. But you're usually like that on panels anyway. You're usually in the middle. You're usually like that. So I get it.
Can't nobody give me an ironclad case of why this is like bona fide self-defense. And I don't think anybody on the other side can give me an ironclad case of why, somebody should be allowed to put their hands on somebody else in Texas, where we know the status quo is a little bit more aggressive than other places when it comes to self-defense. So it just is what it is.
When was Karmelo given his Miranda rights? Do you know?
No, I don't.
Do you also know when he would have heard the Miranda rights before that point?
No, that's what he's saying. Right. He's saying either his parents should have coached him on that, or the coach that was there should have told him, "Hey, don't say nothing." Somebody should have told him that. Is what We-On-Loc is trying to communicate.
Y'all talking about people who are not out there like that. John, you know the talk.
Shadow, we can't hear you. Yeah, maybe you're blocking the microphone. Yeah, now we can hear you.
But keep in mind, Sean, you would tell people that because you know about that, right? I would tell people because I know about that. If his parents are not the type of people who even know anything to do with the law, which according to their history, they don't, why would they teach him to do something they didn't expect him to do?
Oh, no. Shadow. I'm not saying that it's the child's fault because he didn't know. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that at all because 90% of your kids don't even know the law.
90% of grown people have been on the street.
90% of grown people don't even know the law.
I had to learn it because I was in the streets. They didn't know it, bro. You know what I'm saying? People was running down to you talking about, you loitering. What you doing over here? You know, you have to learn some laws. A lot of people just don't know the laws. They're very ignorant to the law. That's just a fact, bro.
Phil James.
He is a felon. Are you saying that Trump is not a felon? What type of bullshit is that? He's a convicted felon. 32 counts. Excuse me, 34. About to be 35 real soon. Once he gets up out of there. Which hopefully is going to be this general election. But we'll see. He was convicted, asshole. No, I'm not going to let you get away with that. I'm not going to let you get away with that at all. He was convicted in civil court. Why am I arguing with fools? It's pointless at this point.
If I was a prosecutor, I would see this as an easy case. And if I was the defense, without Melo taking the stand, you as the lawyer have to explain it through other means. I absolutely think they should have put Karmelo on the stand and let his ass cry it out. That might have changed everything.
Jesus.
Kim West, thank you so much as well. I would never forgive y'all for letting Shadow be the only black man on the right side of this.
Wait, Shadows on our side.
Where the Epstein files at? Where are the Epstein files? Show the Epstein files. I don't want to hear shit else, but where are the Epstein files? Show the Epstein files, unredact all that shit, and show the names. I want to see names. I want to see names.
Shout out to Phil James supporting both sides. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. It means a lot. Thank you. Also, let me welcome
parents, and I'll tell you why. Because there's always two people involved in these cases, right? Of course, one side is like, one perspective is he's a kid, I don't think he meant to kill him. But the other perspective that needs to be taken into account is that somebody had a child taken from them, right? So that's the other thing that we put into account. Now, I think that it's extremely important to weigh the remorse in these situations in general, in life. Weigh the remorse that somebody step on your shoe, okay, you can say that person can be sorry, or that person can keep it moving and say, fuck you, right?
So I think that plays into how you respond and what you want for that individual. If somebody did something to my son and I saw pain in that person's eyes that they really didn't want to do it and they're trying to make it right with me, that's different than, if I don't hear any of that from that person and they just trying to protect their ass and they like, do your best in this case. I'm going to do my best in this case regardless. From that perspective, if I was the parents, I want them under the jail, right? So I think that's a reasonable argument.
Yeah, but you know what, Mark? It's not just about the parents, you know what I'm saying? I think that comes back down to Karmelo himself, you know what I mean? If he's able to testify, he's able to testify to that remorse. He's able to put us in his mindset, put the jury in his mindset, put the family in his mindset, because even that family still have questions in their mind. Even though we heard the story, they still wondering, why did he do it? Why did you do it? What were you thinking in your mind? And I think that him speaking, even at the time, I was like, I don't think he should go up there because that prosecutor was cooking and it probably chopped him up on the stand. But still in all, the best thing would have been for him to speak for himself, because you quit all questions, all doubt, and you're able, even if you don't get to get off your testimony where you want to, you're still able to express that remorse of there at the time or after, or how you feel right now after going through this whole ordeal for a year before you got to this court to say, listen, man, I'm sorry for your loss. You know, I didn't intend for that. You know what I mean? So you're able to do that. So I just think that.
Not me. Not me. They don't have no more. They don't have no remorse, no empathy for me. Why should I have it for you?
He not testifying also like cut his hands off at the wrist right there. I think him not testifying, and it's still a question that we all have, and that's why we're all here questioning it right now. Everybody's questioning it still, and we still all have these questions based on that same thing.
You didn't have no sympathy for me when you were fucking with me and underneath that tent.
You know what I mean? So if he spoke, I think he could have expressed his remorse himself, and maybe he doesn't get 35. Maybe he doesn't. You know what I mean? Maybe you get to see the kid. Maybe you get to see those things. You know what I'm saying? That he's a child and it's just something that happened in the spur of the moment and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So I just think
I always seen him as a kid, just how he handled the situation, because he was crying and he said, because he touched me. That's all. Like, why did you hit him? Because he touched me. I always seen him as a kid.
Y'all are crazy. Y'all believe this young black man should have got on the jury in front of all them white folks. Y'all listen.
I see this all the time. Kids that got on the stand, and the little girl that just stabbed her boyfriend down here, she got 18 years. She got 18 years for stabbing her boyfriend. Now it wasn't on school grounds, but she got 18 years down here in Miami. They still talking about the case over here.
Little black girl, right?
No, it's a black girl.
That's what I said, a little black girl, right?
Yeah.
A black girl.
And how many black people was on her jury? 651.
I don't know that. I can't tell you.
What did you expect him to do? You expect him to laugh? That's dumb as fuck what you just said.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this idea that y'all think that these white folks that, and like I said, I'm not taking the stand that I hate white folks, because I love white folks too, right?
You act like he didn't have any sympathy for Austin, even though Austin beat his ass, him and his brother. He still had a little sympathy and asked the question, "Is he going to be okay?" And the cop said, "I don't know." But you weren't paying attention to that.
But these group of jurors.
You didn't watch the tape. You didn't watch the video, and that wasn't even the full video. So stop it.
That was on there had already made a decision he was guilty before this case even started.
You just saying that.
Go ahead.
We all thought he was guilty.
You're just saying that.
White
boy is not guilty. Boy is not guilty of anything. Point blank, period, end of discussion. You just want to see another brother underneath the jail, and it's ridiculous. Totally ridiculous. And this is the reason why I asked you, Sharon, and I asked you in the first place. Should I, at this specific point in time, hate white people? And I asked you that specific question for a specific reason. You answered it for me. But you answered it for me truthfully. Yeah, I did. I answered the question. One thing that you don't lie, right? But it's not just white people, right? Because out of the whole 18, which is the jury in the backup, there's 5 white men, 5 white women, 2 Middle Eastern women, 1 Middle Eastern man, 4 Asian women, and 1 Hispanic woman. And they're all classified as what? Jury back and the main jury. I'm just saying, they're all classified as what? Did you see any black people on that jury? No, I'm not saying. I agree with you totally. But there were also Hispanic people there.
Asian people in that thing too, and some Middle Eastern people in that thing too as well. You know what I mean? Whether you classify them, whatever you want to classify them as.
Right. He just said they just keep it to the exact what is actually happening, because people will try to use that and say that we're not being truthful, right? So just keep it, 100, because people will try to use that as a way.
Oh, you don't want me to keep it 100 with you, Saran. You do not.
Mr. Wall Nation, you act like black people are overwhelmingly saying Karmelo is innocent. This shit is like 50-50 or 60-40. It's not all. If you have black people on that jury, he still might not walk, because not all black people agree with what he did. That's
no, I believe you in that regard, because we got too many coons. We got too many coons walking around.
You can call it what you want, but I can probably say, from hearing on different channels and all of them, so it's split 50-50 or maybe 60-40.
So you're gonna believe so he's gonna believe the dumbasses over the people who actually have a little bit. First, I would say people who have a little bit more sympathy, except for those individuals say, throw him underneath the jail. He should have got life in prison. He should have got the electric chair. I even hear Coons say that. If you would have said, man, because I said this last year, the worst he can get is manslaughter. The worst he can get is manslaughter. But due to the direction of the video, and again, it wasn't the whole video. And by the way, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for participating in the video. You didn't have to be here. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. And Lisa, I know it's late and you need to get to bed. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. Go ahead and get some sleep. I can handle these people. Go on, get some sleep, Lisa.
Real quick. What's that? Navalo Brown. Hey guys, I don't believe he died from the stab wound. They won't even let you see the autopsy. I believe he had drugs in his system.
He wouldn't have no drugs.
They also brought up the heart. They also brought up an image of the heart in the court. They brought up an image of the heart. The chest wound. Sharon got the images of the chest wound itself and what that was. And the heart was in bad damage, you know what I'm saying? So it was in a bad state, though. His heart was just to let you know.
Okay.
Drugs.
Then also welcome into this.
Actually asked you to think about it, and then you ducked him in. But again, he just asked the same question, and again, you did not answer it. So now I'm going to answer you one more time, Ronald. You're saying Carmelo Anthony was wrong for defending himself. I'm asking you now.
That's not wrong.
Who is that?
Trust me. I'll be fine. I will be fine. Go ahead. Go ahead and get some sleep.
Who the fuck is that? 651. Fuck it, man. Look, even worse. I thought y'all were cousins. So I'm gonna ask you right now: was Austin Metcalf in the right to put his hands on Carmelo?
No, he should have defended himself, but it's no required deadly force.
Wait a minute. Where are you from? Mitt, hold on. Where are you from?
I'm from Florida, nigga.
Okay, so get this. Do you agree that Texas law and Florida law are different?
It's similar.
This if you look at my facial expression, I cannot tolerate. I refuse. Listen, y'all can go and debate Parker and Isaiah and Dean all you want, but call you later. Whatever is it? Okay, no problem. Y'all can debate them all you want, and they'll they'll fight you intelligently. But me, that ain't for me. That is not for me. These motherfuckers is crazy. Yeah, the knife was a cowardly move. No, it wasn't. Not for no small kid. Not for a small kid in the state of Texas. Not for a small kid in the state of Texas. I'll say it again. For a small 5'8" kid in the state of Texas where it's mostly racist. No, not at all.
Similar, but different. Somewhat different.
It's cool for white boys to carry. It's cool for white boys to carry, but it's not cool for black kids to carry knives. Okay, cool. I hear it.
They different. Are they?
I'm not familiar with Texas, but
they are different. They're not.
And did you get beat up by 4 big white boys? Probably not.
I am familiar with Texas law. I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying, but again, I ask you, it was a school event. You keep making excuses for Austin, so I'm passing on your excuses now.
Which you should not do.
It was a school event. So why didn't Austin go get somebody with the authority to remove him instead of coming up like Debo?
Why the hell would you be? You know what?
He could have done that. Austin also could have swung, used his fist, or walk away.
Whoa. Okay, hold up. Now let me tackle you one more time. Thank you for going down the lane for me. Hey, look, trust me, I know how to beat this conversation. Number 2, so if he would have swung off on Austin, his twin brother Hunter, hold on, if Karmelo would have swung off on Austin, I'm making sure we're tracking.
Yeah.
Austin's twin brother Hunter was within 2 feet. Are you saying Hunter would not have jumped in?
Possible.
High probability.
So,
we don't know.
They're twins. So hold on. So does Florida have equatable force laws?
Yes, okay. Yes.
Wait, hold up. What does that even mean? What does that mean?
Because you can't make an assumption and use deadly force. That's what it means.
No, that's you don't understand what you're saying.
Yes. I
Why?
What kind of question is that? If Austin's coach was a black man, so what? What does that mean?
Why are you still on that? I can't. Shadow, get him, Shadow, please.
Trust me. So let me explain to you why everything you just said was wrong. Because everybody keeps saying he should have fought. But if Karmelo would have punched Austin, Hunter would have stomped him out. It's called a cowboy stomp. We do them in Texas all the time. Literally, you fight my homie, I'ma fight you. And then we're all gonna jump you. Factual statement. So with that being said, the probability of serious bodily harm was increased. Include that with Karmelo's medical history, and then
Did he use deadly force? How do we know? He didn't get the chance to testify. Nor did Hunter. So how would we know?
And there is a serious risk of serious medical harm or death based on his seizures history. With those two being said, he would have been protected. He would have been protected by unequated force in Texas. Had his lawyer made the same argument I just made, he wouldn't be in jail today because Texas law protects him.
He could have fell on the knife and could have died then. He could have died. He died. The fact is he died not on the way to the hospital, but when he was already at the hospital. He could have had a chance to survive. if it wasn't for the fucking white lady, which didn't quite help. She was trying to viral because he was damn near purple. He was damn near purple, and all they had to do was just cover the wound until the ambulance arrived.
And I guarantee you, I can find the same thing in Florida.
What do you admit?
You just don't know the law. I know the law because I break the law.
Goddamn, that was crazy.
A lot of people don't beat their state grounds in Florida.
You break the law. Did he say you break the law?
They would never allow assuming in court.
Yeah, that was my point. Shadow, I can't.
You can't even beat Shadow the cuss.
He can't even beat Shadow. 195 because he thought the guy had a gun and he shot up the car and they ended up charging the guy for shooting. You can't assume shit.
They got him for negligent homicide. They got him for negligent. Hey,
but these people are assuming in the chat.
One different offense. Thank you for proving my point.
I'm not arguing the fact.
Fact of the matter is, stab, shot, whatever. Don't put your hands on me. That's the whole point. That's the whole point of this fucking conversation. But I gotta deal with a bunch of unintelligent human beings. There, I said it. A bunch of unintelligent human beings. Like it or not, call it what you want. Call me what you want. But it is what it is, for real.
Y'all getting confused. I'm not arguing the fact that they overcharged him. I repeatedly said
no,
they overcharged Karmelo. I never argue that.
No, you don't. If white folks don't have to respond at the same level, that's the thing about it right there. That's the inconsistency. If they don't have to respond that way, I don't have to respond that way. Enough is enough. I'm just not gonna lay down and die for anybody. That's out. You tell me to do something, you're not of authority. You're feeling some type of way because of my girlfriend. You're feeling some type of way because of, I beat you in your own game or some silly shit like that. That's crazy. That is nuts. I don't know what to tell you, bro. I don't know what to tell you.
Karmelo intentionally did that. Y'all getting confused. I never said Karmelo was. Hold on. I never argued that Karmelo was a bad kid. I never argued that. I never argued that white supremacy doesn't exist. I never argued that. I never argued that the legal system is not fair against black men. I never argued that. I said, the kid made a mistake. I don't think he intentionally did it. It shouldn't lead to death. We can all agree on that. Especially at a school event. Hold on. Especially at a school event. If I put somebody at school that doesn't on school grounds, because y'all want to be technical, what a school ground, with a school event, that should be deadly force. It's a school.
If I punch you
at a school, you gotta say school event.
If I punch you, listen to me. If I punch you, because your hands are considered deadly weapons, right?
Jesus Christ.
Because it says in the state of Texas, your hands are considered deadly weapons, right, Shadow?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so if I punch, I'm Carmelo Anthony. Let's just assume with my 130-pound ass that I punch. Yes, he was 135 pounds. I'm not gonna even argue that. I'm not gonna argue. 5'8", 135 pounds, soaking wet. And if I hit a 6'2", 212-pound linebacker, let's just assume that I hit him and he drops and he hits his head and he gets trauma from his head and he dies. Would the outcomes be any different?
Yes, if he would have took a pencil or anything beside a knife that's not supposed to be on school grounds, yes, the outcome could have been different. Yes.
This is why I gotta step in, because you trying to, like, you keep making a situation that ain't there about things that don't matter. Listen, whether or not you're in the school grounds, school grounds do not precedent law. It doesn't, overrule laws. That's the thing. Point blank there. But you didn't want to use on the knife. You want to use hands, right? Do you understand that? You wanted him to use his hands, right? That's wrong in school. You wanted him to use his hands, right? Y'all was bitching and moaning that he used the knife. He should have used his hands. If he would have used his hands, it would have been probably the same outcome due to them being in the state of Texas. Am I not right?
No, you're right. Either way, it would have still been a deadly weapon. Okay?
I'll rest my case.
I never said nothing about it. I believe he should have got both.
No, I'm listening to you. I'm listening to you because you actually study law. I'm listening to you.
So we just gonna have to disagree and disagree to agree. Y'all, I'm gonna pray for Karmelo. Y'all put money on his books. I hope he get an appeal, and it is what it is.
Why the fuck would you want to have a young black 17? You wanted to try him at 17. You wanted to give him life at 17 years old.
I never said that. I clearly said that bullshit.
Don't give me that bullshit. You wanted to give him life in prison.
I clearly said they overcharged. I said they overcharged.
This is my thing, right? I just feel like as black people, it makes sense to pick our battles, right? It makes sense to when we're going to have a community outcry. It makes sense that be. Hold on, I got you, right? So we're looking at a case.
A community outcry. We're doing wrong. I gave up at that point. I gave up. You know what I need to do? I need to talk to what's that guy's name? Songbird. I need to talk to Songbird. Right. I definitely need to talk to Songbird, the leader from the Black Lions. They were the Black Panthers, but then they had to change their name to Black Lions. I need to speak with them. You got to know. Yeah. Your boy Karmelo was wrong and is exactly where he needs to be. Austin was wrong and he's exactly where he needs to be. You want to do this all day? Because I can do this all day. It's no problem. But for the rest of you, thank you, especially with Trinity. Thank you, Trinity. I mean, I am blessed. And thank you for everybody else for their supporting the channel with, stickers and the super sticker. Thank you for that. Thank you. Well, we're at the 3-hour mark. This has been wonderful. I may or may not cover this until, we already know about the lawyers. We already know about he's going to get a appeal. I'm just going to wait for the appeal hearings to come through. If there's anything special going on, if he gets released from prison, cool. There was a rumor that Karmelo might be, the Aryan Brotherhood is going to do something to Karmelo. It's like, get that. Although he's gonna have some mental issues in prison, of course. We got your back, brother. We definitely have your back. But the rest of you, y'all got issues. Maybe you need to talk with your daddy or something. I don't know. I do not know. Most of you need your own island. And for white folks who are in the chat, not all of you, but most of you, I understand. I get it. You're still an authority figure. Right on. All right. Oh, did y'all get y'all those checked? Oh, let's not do it. All right, y'all. All right, y'all have a good night.